welcome to Behind the Bar with Steve. This is the 10th episode of Behind the Bar with Steve. And for this episode, we need to get back into the whiskey making business. The whiskey making game. Because we have nothing distilling now. We need to be making more whiskey. And today, I've decided we're not going to just make Grit the First. We're also going to make Grit the Second. We're going to do two completely different infusion flavorings to make the two whiskeys. We'll make the second whiskey. We're going to go with a whiskey and a whiskey. One whiskey and one whiskey. This time with not a big mashup of these whiskeys, because I just think they overpowered things, making the Infinity Blend. For Grit the Second, Woodford Reserve, it has notes of cocoa, and I'm going to want that. I'm going to get into how we're going to make Grit the Second. There's some good flavor options for that one, because I think that's going to play a big part in making a good gritty whiskey. Maker's Mark goes back. That's a classic whiskey. Classic bourbon. Even right from the smell, right from the aromas, smells like a strong, gritty whiskey. I hate to tell you, that's the whiskey that primarily went into Grit prototype. That's the whiskey where a lot of that flavor is coming from. Maker's Mark is a strong, gritty whiskey. Trust the process. We're going with the process. Let's see. Alright, now here's Woodford Reserve. Oh. Woodford Reserve definitely has a better finish. I enjoyed a good bit of 46 on one particular night. Maker's Mark 46. Smoother, a little smoother than the regular standard Maker's Mark. I want more flavor infusions, please. I feel like they didn't make enough of an impact. So let's go 3/4 Vanilla Dream. Now distilling Grit the First. With a lot more wood this time. Grit the Second. We're going Grit the Second, doing a dark chocolate wood chips. A very intense sensation for your taste buds, thanks to deep roasting. The rough tannins of French oak, Quercus, Patria, and Robur. In this blend will blast your palate with powerful, spicy aromas. Prepare to have your tongue carried off into a forest of dark chocolate. I'll be using a full tube of dark chocolate. I think that would be pretty freaking gritty. We're making good, gritty whiskey. And that's about it. We got our Grit the First and the Second. Now we're distilling. Cheers. Finishing off by Maker's Mark 46. So much better on the rocks. Mellows it out quite a bit. And that's it for episode 10. Have a good one.
I let you in, but in one condition. No one here will ever tell us so.
Alright, welcome to Behind the Bar with Steve. This is episode 11. And we're starting off this episode by opening up a my tube of Colonel E.H. Taylor. And what I like about Colonel E.H. Taylor is it comes in this nice tube. It was like Christmas morning. When you drink this bourbon, it's like Christmas morning. You get to open it up and take out what's inside. And you take out this nice bottle. A little bit about Buffalo with the Trace. It's just a small part of the episode. Colonel E.H. Taylor. This is a good whiskey. Very good. Very hard to come by. This is one you won't be seeing at a fine wine and good spirits all the time. Speaking of fine wine and good spirits, today's episode is about fine wine and good spirits. Alright. On today's episode, we're doing a segment. Steve's Soapbox! We're headed out to hit up the liquor store. That liquor store will be a fine wine and good spirits. We're on Steve's Soapbox to look at their cons, their negatives, and there's a lot of them. There's glaring insufficiencies. There's shortcomings. And we need to look at them. Fine wine and good spirits? I'm on your ass today. Hey Steve, are you just mad they never have what you're looking for? It's a whole problem across the whole state, whole communities of people, for a multitude of different liquors, and there's just noticeable absences. Jack Daniels, Tennessee whiskey. They're trying to come out, they've been coming out with high-aged whiskeys. 10-year, 12-year, 14-year. You think anybody sees these things here in Pennsylvania? You think people just check out the liquor store and are like, oh, I wonder if I'm going to get some Jack Daniels 14-year today? You buy maybe at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. You're standing around the liquor store for 4 hours waiting to try to find some Jack Daniels 14, some Buffalo Trace, some Eagle Rare, particular scotch you might be looking for, maybe Blue Label. Johnny Walker Blue Label isn't always available, and it's expensive as hell on top of that. But we're specifically got to talk about this Eagle Rare 12-year. This is a big announcement. We're putting something new, things we've been aging for 12 years out there now. Big release. And my problem is I have a feeling. I have more than a feeling. It's more than a feeling, more than a feeling. Fine wine and good spirits is gonna screw it up! Like they always do! With all the Buffalo Trace's releases. They've been doing it for years. Go to the liquor store. Where's my Buffalo Trace? Where is it? You gotta play games with them. It's all part of the problem. We'll be back on Behind the Bar with Steve. It's time to get really fired up! Turn up the heat in here! Time to give them hell. Killer. Thank God we have this problem with fine wine and good spirits. Here's one of the biggest. Their sheer existence. Their existence. Why do we need them? Why do they need them to do that? Their sheer existence. Why regulate a bunch of private liquor stores and liquor corporations when you just own the whole damn thing? All over Pennsylvania. And not allow for competition. Why would we do that? We're the government. We can ban competition, no private liquor sales. That justifies their existence, their ability to regulate liquor sales. Who's making them or influence them to do a damn thing for you, the consumer, when they're the government? You're questioning the government. You're questioning what has been legislated. They don't have to care what you want. But they make it look good. If you own some type of liquor store in Pennsylvania and you're not fine wine and good spirits, you are breaking the law. You are out of line. Can't be doing that. It's illegal. It is. If you're selling liquor out of your garage, you're bootlegging. I would love to own Steve's Shaco Happy Spirits. Shackaboos. You could have a guy with a store named Ted. Ted's Liquors, Dan's Liquors, all these different private liquor stores, but no. No! Can't be doing that! Of course not! We're the state. We do that. We own the liquor stores. All of them. And you can't compete with us. We wouldn't allow that. No point to that. It's all us. To have a whole lot of different products. And be like, oh, we got a lot of stuff. We got your Jack. Got a lot of different Jacks. But where's the 14 year? Where's the 10 year? We got great bourbons. We got Woodford. We got Jefferson's. We got your Highways. We got your Makers. We got it all. We got it all. No, you don't. But you don't. There's some noticeable absences. And do they really have to care? It's not a corporation. There's not people getting rich off of this stuff. Just the government. And they can flush money down the toilet. They could take that revenue and end up flushing it down the toilet. It doesn't matter. And because it doesn't matter, when we want something, they don't have to give it to us. They don't have to do better. I could talk about the solutions later on in this episode of things that they could do to maybe help us out a little. They don't have to do them. When they're the government, they don't have to do a damn thing.